binds the molecular structure of the cell, onions, garlic, fish, whatever, to the stainless steel, and it gets washed away with the cold water, and that's how it removes your smell off your hands. Is Samwise Gamgee in a previous life? No, because there's no iron in this, but the oil molecules actually will bind to stainless steel. It's a really unique thing. Oh wait, do I have to add hang on real quick. So wait, stir in the wine. We've got to add our tomato paste, yes. Our garlic we did, our herbs, and our bacon. Okay, then we get our tomato sauce in here, our tomato paste, excuse me. So we're going to add about a tablespoon of tomato paste. I'm just going to put a little bit around everywhere in there, okay? So right now, let me show you guys this so you guys can see this. This is why when you're prepping something for the Instant Pot, don't be near the Instant Pot while you're prepping, because I cannot tell you how many phone calls I have taken on the hotline of people who have poured something in their Instant Pot, but their liner wasn't in there. So I always, wherever I'm prepping my food, my liner is right next to me, not the Instant Pot. They actually bind. It will actually, I can take garlic, and I've done this on both hands, where I've taken a clove of garlic where I've really smashed it, and I've rubbed it really tight between my fingers to really get all that. And it's like garlic, like strong garlic. And on one hand, I'll put it in the cold water, and I'll just rinse into cold water. Still super, super garlicky. The other one, I'll take the bar and I'll start to rub it, and the smell's completely gone. Completely gone. So now we have inside here, we're gonna put our bacon in here, guys, because, you know, bacon. So inside here right now is all of our fixings, right? I'm going to add enough wine to probably come up to about here to just kind of barely cover this. I'm going to add about 3 cups of wine. And I'm going to take the spoon that we used on the bacon and just kind of make sure this is kind of mixed up a little bit. We're getting that tomato paste mixed in there, right? Making sure that bay leaf is submerged beneath that liquid, and making sure all of our meat is pretty much submerged. It doesn't have to be 100%, but this is going to boil vigorously in the Instant Pot, so I'm not worried about things not getting mixed up. So now you can kind of see how it's all kind of underneath there, right? There we go. And now we can work on other things while this is cooking. Can you do this in the crock pot? Yes. Make sure that's on vent. 42. I'm going to go with 55 just to be on the safe side, just to see what's going to happen. Locked in, done. Now we wait. Now we do other things. All that wine. It's a lot of wine. It's a 100% wine dish. Now, can you make this dish without wine? Of course you can. Of course you can. You don't have to have the wine. Like Barry doesn't want to do alcohol, so you don't have to do the wine. Just add more beef stock, and you're still going to have an incredibly tasty dish. It's just it won't be like maybe a traditional beef bourguignon, but that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Recipes are meant. Sorry, I just want to get this plate out of the way. Recipes. Some recipes you can't change, and they're designed to be exactly the way they are, like when you're doing baking things. But other recipes, you can always just wing it. You know, add different things to it. Want a spicy dish? Add red pepper flakes in there. Don't forget to try out those Love Bit. Wait, don't forget to try out those Love Bit tips. Perfect to freeze. Wait, what are we talking about? Perfect to freeze in. Nickel chromium. Okay, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Admiral Slam. Yes, you could use white wine. Matter of fact, when we do, if we do coq au vin, it's the same principle. You brown your chicken. You've got your fresh herbs. You've got. Oh, we gotta get started on those too. We're gonna get started on our onions here, and you can use. It's typically a. We're gonna do the onions in this. Typically, you can do it with red wine, or you can do it with white wine with coq au vin. But you could add easily. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Don't forget to eat the bacon bits. We all love the bacon bits. These are pearl onions, guys. If you can get them in your freezer, more power to you. In your freezer section of your grocery store. My store does not sell them. So to make these easier to peel, I put these into boiling water, got the water boiling, put in my onions. When the water comes back up to a boil, I wait for about 30 seconds. Perkins, hello, nice to see you today. I wait for them to, for about 30 seconds and then take them out. And that's gonna make these skins kind of slip away and we'll be able to actually just peel these. Oh, I have to check that. Let me check that again. I thought, so we're gonna take the tops off. And we're gonna take a little bit of this root end off right here. So we wanna make sure we get this little bit of this root end. So we're just gonna take a little bit of this, cut this off because we want it to stay together, right? And then we're just gonna kind of peel this down. And this will start to come off. We're taking off those outside layers. Get rid of that dry, just like on a typical onion. Oh, I kind of took that one off a little too far. Try to get that little piece off right there. There we go. There we go. And that's gonna go over here. So we're just gonna peel these up. I often make a beef stew with hard apple cider. The nice thing with that cider is gonna add that nice little punch to the flavor. It's filmed on location with a woman of culinary forces. There's a guy, and I'm trying to remember who he is, and I can't remember if he's YouTube or if he's TikTok, but he does food things. But the way he talks, it's sing-song. I'm gonna try to see if I can duplicate it. And then we take the onions, and we cut the onions in half, or we can trim the onions. We can leave them whole if we want to. If we don't want to leave them whole, we don't have to. And it's like this up and down, up and down, up and down. I use cider when I'm making bone broth for sure. I'm gonna take this one off of here. Take this little ugly tip off. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna put these in just a little bit of water and a little bit of butter. We're gonna let them simmer for about 20 minutes. Oh, the other thing you need to do, I'm sorry, I forgot to show this to you guys. When we take the root end off, focus. Wait, I'm gonna come over here on this. Now, focus. Okay, somebody said put your hand behind it like this. Oh, or knock it over onto the floor. Well, anyway, on the root end, this is the part that we take off the top, but on the root end, take your paring knife and poke a couple of holes in there. Just take your knife and just kind of jab it inside there a little tiny bit. That opens this up so the water can get inside there and make sure that this gets softened. Otherwise, this can stay very, very tough. I know. When onions met the camera. So this, we're just going to take our knife. We're just going to come in here. We're just going to do like a little cross section. And that will let that get in there. Yeah, the camera's like, get that thing away from me. I don't want that thing here. Get it away from me. Now this onion, I don't know if it's good or if it's the skin it's just the skin that's bad. Sweet. So this onion here, this is what I was concerned at. This is what they call onion mold. You'll see this on home. Okay, do you not? Sometimes it tries to focus on the shiny knife. Okay. Pull back slowly. There we go. Don't focus. There you go. You guys can see that? That's just the skin. Sometimes you'll see it in the very center of the onion. Those are onions that have been subjected to cold storage for his show to avoid monotone. It's a really interesting way that they speak. I had never heard that before. Is it okay? But what I'm curious of is that is it an accent? Is it somebody's accent, or is he doing it deliberately? So send it into Respite Food Stuff so you can look later. I sent it to some time ago. Lex. Okay, there's a little bit on here that I don't like, so I'm going to actually cut that off. There we go. So we're going to cut the bottom, peel, stab the bottom into the pan. Now, I wonder if his vocal inflections are different because of his British accent and where he was raised. If you peel it away and it's not inside the actual onion itself, if it's in between the layers of the onion, discard the entire onion. The onion can't be saved at that point. But if it's just on like the first outside skin layer and the onion is going to be cooked, if the onion is going to be used in a raw format, I wouldn't use that onion because that's mold that's growing in there. But if it's an onion that's going to be cooked and actually put under heat, using our brain power tells us that that's going to be brought up to temperature and we're going to not have to worry about any more bacteria growing in there because we're going to be cooking that at 212 degrees. I don't know what part of England he's from though. That's the only thing I don't know. So I did apply, guys, just so you know, I think we were talking about this on last stream, I don't remember. I did apply for Twitch Ambassador. I have no idea what it means. You fill out a form, right? But they don't tell you like if or even when you'll hear back. So that's okay, you know. But I thought, what the heck? Deer is one. Is Deer an ambassador? I love Deer. Oh. Her makeup last night was incredible. Moon, thank you so much for the biddies. It's easier for me just to cut all these off. Just do it that way. All the biddies. Yeah, I went ahead and applied for it. They want streams that represent, you know, the vision of Twitch. And I think, you know, hey, who better for food and drink, guys? I'm a PG-13 stream. Deere, she's part of the drag queen groups. I'm hoping, I can't go to TwitchCon this year, but she's got her application in to be on the drag show at TwitchCon, and I am so hoping that she gets to be on it. Yeah, so I just signed up for, it's another application that I have to fill out. And I know they're probably thinking, girl, you just made partner, hold your horses. I'm like, no, I can't hold my horses. As you get older, the horses are getting older. And we want to make sure that I'm going to experience everything life has to offer here sooner than later. I didn't cut this one. That one I did. Did I cut this one? One of these I missed. I know there's one, I got that one. Oh, I think it's that one. Yeah, it's this one. There we go. What pears? Pearls. I was like, these are onions, they're not pears. She had a single strand of pearls. I don't own a single strand of pearls. These are not real pearls, guys. I'll tell you that straight up. These are not real pearls. These are fake horses. I read the word horses. These are fake pearls, but they're my little things that I used to wear at work, so I thought I'd go ahead and put those on for today. Horses have young hearts that will run free. That's right. Did we get that skin off of there? No, there you go. They only had one package of these pearl onions left. Otherwise, I would have done 2 of these packages. And they didn't have any of the frozen ones. So I'm like, okay. And they're very, very slippery, guys. So when you're doing that second cut on the bottom, please be careful. Please use caution. There we go. Let's get these in here. We're going to prep our. Oh, that's what I have to use that pan for. We're going to be doing our mushrooms in there. I'm going to do the potatoes over there. I'll probably do these over there too for a little bit. They're really shy. Shh. They're very, very shy. So every Sunday we are going to be doing Julia Child. Every Sunday I've got a different dish that we will be enjoying from Julia Child's shows on PBS. PBS, if you would like to tune in, I'd love to talk to you. Love to have a little convo with you. If my daughter wasn't so busy with her real job, I was like, I need you to write me a press kit to send to PBS. I don't want to be Julia Child. I don't want to emulate Julia Child on PBS. That would be, I think, rude. She is a force in and of herself. But I think we could be doing a cookie show on there. Salado, welcome on in. How are you doing today? Did you come over with the raid, or did you find the stream organically on Twitch, and how did you find it? Okay, that is over there getting, I can hear that. It's getting ready to seal. Then it will take a little bit for it to build up its pressure. You can force it to start building up its pressure. You can force it. I don't recommend it, but you can force it. It's been recommended. Thank you so much for taking a chance on our stream. We are doing our celebration of Julia Child. So I'm dressed up as Julia Child. The outfit that I am mimicking is this one here. So there is Julia in all of her glory. So we are doing it. She always had her little towel done here. Frozen pearl onions at her grocery store. I couldn't find frozen pearl onions, and she always used fresh, so I guess it's a good thing I could only find fresh ones. So we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter to this. I don't know if we're going to add, I'm not feeling the stock on there. I'm not feeling doing the stock. So let's do, we're going to add a little bit of our butter inside there. A lot of butter in this dish, folks. A lot of butter in this dish. Let's just double check how she wants these done. Did that, do that. See, this is something else. This is another thing she did differently on her show versus the other. Then we braise them. Okay, I can braise them. Okay, we're gonna find out if we can do this. So we're not gonna actually braise them. We're not gonna actually brown them in just plain butter, because plain butter will burn so fast long before you have a chance to brown anything. So what we do is that we cut it with a little bit of olive oil. You can use a little bit of vegetable oil, and that raises the smoke point up. So we're gonna actually do that, and should be peeled. Yeah, so if you get the ones that are, and they'll say on the package, some of them are already cooked and have been frozen. And then some of them are raw and frozen whole. All right, so we'll put that over here. All right, let me wash that pan. We're gonna start working on some of our mushrooms, and we're gonna start working a little bit on our potatoes. Our taters. I'm not putting soap in this pan. This is the pan that we brown the meat in. It's going to be just fine. But I am going to take these paper towels and kind of just dry it off a little tiny bit. Are we doing Julia? We are, Rose. We're getting ready to saute up our mushrooms and our small little pearl onions that once they're sauteed and they have a little bit of browning on them, we're going to add them to our beef that's over there cooking in the Instant Pot. This is a new contraption that I'm not familiar with, just like our non-stickum pans, but we're hoping that these will come out quite nice. So we'll put these in some butter and some oil and make them a quite delicious dish altogether once the beef is ready. On a Discord and add it. Oh, thank you, Lex. I appreciate that so much. Gosh, you gonna be over here talking to me for the rest of the day? You want to be on stream? Want me to move you over here and be on stream? Your Instant Pot's not gonna blow up, guys. You'll be over there and you might hear it click and do. It's not gonna blow up. I just watched this series. I have not seen any of the HBO ones because I don't have HBO. And Zoomtastic, in some of her shows, it's on either side. If you look at the very first season, Well, actually, the first 3 episodes, I think it's on the left side. And there's a couple of other ones where she has it on the right side. I just put the shirt down and pinned the darn thing on there. I was like, yeah, we're just going to put it on there. Not a lot. It's the afternoon still. It's the afternoon still. Yeah. Claude, welcome in. Thank you so much for that follow. Claude, you made 5,000 followers. We made 5,000 followers. Kelly, thank you so much for that follow. 5,001. Holy cow, guys. Guys, we got to do something big. We either got to cook up something or do something big. We just had our big